I'm Chris, and I've started a new project. I've discovered something that I really want to give a little bit of time to, a little bit of funds, and I've come up with well, first of all, let's start off. I am designing a custom battle jacket back patch, because I can't say that 5 times fast. And this is the big patch you see on like metal jackets that goes like right on the back. Obviously, back patch. Okay, explanation over. But I want to do 2 battle jackets. The first being a Gates of Armentar style branded jacket, which I'll wear on the channel, and as projects materialize and I complete projects and put projects out there and stuff like that, I'll get a custom patch for that project and add it to the vest. That's the plan. And then the second vest is going to be one that I take out when I go to gigs, because I'm starting going to gigs again, which is cool. And I want to, hopefully not spend too much money, but I've already got 2 jackets and this custom patch has come together quite nicely. And I'm going to go into a few details about it. There's some like hidden Easter eggs to like a couple of past projects. But as you can see so far, and I will show you the actual patch because it arrived in the post yesterday and it looks pretty cool. So the Gates of Armentar logo, not centered purposefully, because you'll see in a bit, but I'm just going to go down and start adding these layers, which I've taken off, and remember to add to not include ones that I didn't include in the final print. But this was my template. Now it didn't quite go to plan, so I've had 2 of these back patches printed, and the first one didn't go to plan. I contacted the seller, we talked things over, and a majority of it was my misunderstanding and my mistake. We corrected that, ordered a second patch, and it's a lot better. Basically, the first patch, I wanted this shape, the typical shape. I didn't want a pure rectangle. But when the first patch arrived, there was like massive black borders either side, which didn't look great. So I contacted the seller, sorted it out. The second patch that arrived was just like a pure rectangle, which I'm not too bothered about. It wasn't the traditional shape, but that I can live with. So I don't know where to start. I better start at kind of like the main image, which would probably be the monitor. So we start off with the monitor. This is a very cyberpunk inspired battle patch. And the reason for that is I'm not there yet with writing my first cyberpunk novel, but this is kind of the inspiration to get me there. I've got another couple of novels to do in my current series, but then we're going to start branching into and doing like a cyberpunk thing. But there's still a few nods to past projects in this jacket. So let's just start adding stuff. We've got the desk at the bottom here. And then let's just go random. We need a background actually, so we'll put the background on, which was like this really cool grayscale machine thing I found, and I was just like, you know what, that just fits this aesthetic perfectly. The image I had in mind for this was something being set, so it was something deep in the bowels of like a data center or corporate headquarters, deep in the deepest of the sub basements. This exists for whatever purpose. And in the novel, I think the main goal is for whichever group I put together is to try and get down to this like really like low tech machine and kind of like infect it with a virus or something, try and something like that. I have not made up my mind just yet, but yeah, we're going to start adding like all these like pipe works, which are just everything. A lot of what I do is just threshold art, because I'm a very poor artist. So just whacking out threshold on a normal image, and like if I just take this threshold off, you can see that it's just pipes. It's just pipes, and it works. So I decided to start adding more, and obviously we're going to have a bit more of an image up here in a bit. That one we didn't need to toggle. So moving up. Got the desk, we've got the monitor. We need a little bit of... This is the first Easter egg. So I recently put out like an interactive zine called Binary Killer, and this is the ones and zeros I got for the front cover. If I've got it open, I don't have it. Well, I started on the Binary Killer patch. So it was this skull, this background, and on the patch would be Binary Killer in letters, but on the actual zine, Binary Killer is in binary, if that makes sense. It's all cool. But yeah, that's like the background's a nod to this, but on the actual the print, what I've got back, you can only very, very faintly see this, but that's okay. It's there. It's an Easter egg for my own amusement. So where were we? We were down here. We're going up. We didn't include the Raven. That's off my website. Link in the description. Didn't bother with that. And then we've just got these pop-up boxes. So let's just zoom out, and we're just going to throw on. Oh, we've got some stickers on the monitor, and then its own little like, what is it, DOS type terminal and operating system. Got a bunch of floppy disks down at the bottom. What's this ad? What was this? Is this up here? Oh yeah, that's just like another pipe, and that's going to go into something in a minute. And we've got more wires, and then this really cool skull that I found. So as this piece is coming together, we've got all these pipes and wires being fed into this skull. I thought it looked pretty badass. I enjoyed. I've really actually enjoyed putting this together. What's this? This is the cybertrash.exe sticker down here, along with another skull. That's from the back of the Binary Killer zine, which is free and is in the link in the description if you so want to check that out. We got Georgie, little cockroach, because why not name a cockroach Georgie? This sticker had some grime to it. It's Smiley's face sticker, but within my first novel, Architect's Cage, the main protagonist often draws smiley faces minus the smile. So it's basically just the circle and two lines for eyes. That's what she does. It's kind of when she's worried, anxious, pretty much like this, when she's in this sort of state of emotion, that she always tends to draw or like breathe onto glass and draw it onto glass and that sort of thing. Very niche callback to a novel I've yet to publish, but it's there for me and I enjoyed putting it on. Adding some more to the skull, we've just got a digital camera lens. You know, it came out well in the final image. And we're just going to start adding some, I think it's like a fuse or something, wire bits to its head. This here is meant to be like this suction skull cap that's kind of supporting this cyber enhanced skull, but it's in fact a plunger. So a very, very unique thing that once you see it, it's like, as soon as I saw it, I needed like this. Originally I was going to go with like arcade machine grabbing claws, but no, that just didn't work. And so I found a plunger, cut it down, added the threshold, and it's kind of like this metallic kind of like tin hat for this thing. And then Sentinel Archive version 2.28, random numbers, Delta Dyne, which is one of the corporations, and a QR code to the website or to this YouTube channel, which doesn't actually work because the print is too small. But yeah, that is the patch. So what we're going to do now is going to change to my other camera. I'm going to show you what this actually looks like in the real, and what I get to add to a battle vest at some point in the future. When that will be, I'm not too sure, But yeah, let's check this out. Okay, so with enough talking about what's actually in it, let's flip this over. It is 11 centimeters by 15 centimeters, I think. So quite a beefy patch. But as you can see, this thing came out absolutely fantastic. There is a slight dampening of the colours, but that's just due to me, again, not adding more of a high contrast colour to these two pieces. But other than that, we've got Tiffany's Smile, we've got Georgie the Cockroach, and then we've got all the writing, which that QR code is illegible. But if we zoom in ever so carefully and try and keep it in focus, we can actually see the binary code, but very, very faintly. But yeah, so this is my custom back patch. This will go on my channel jacket, and then this patch here will go on the breast pocket, or just about, or just above, and that is the Gates of Armentar, the actual Armentar gate from the novels, along with the raven, because you can't have my stuff without a raven, because novel and story and stuff. But yeah, this is it. Absolutely fantastic. Really love it. There is a link in the description to the eBay seller here in the UK that made this for me, and yeah, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to actually try and stitch it to a denim jacket, which is going to be fun in itself. But here's the first attempt, and as you can see, the borders, it just didn't work. But as soon as we corrected that, it just works now. It's just absolute. It's night and day like difference it makes by having it as a full bleed instead of having these borders on. But yeah, I'm Chris. This has been the Gates of Armentar. This is my custom battle jacket patch. There will be a link, or there will be a playlist I'll make specifically for battle patches and my battle jackets, because I will be doing a metal one as well at some point in the future. But until then, just create stuff. I made this and made my thing, and I'm very happy with that, because the stuff kind of links in with me book cover as well, because yeah, it's all cool. Love it. Right, I'll catch you in the next one. I need cups of tea.